I heard you're the one who can help me locate a person who can solve all my problems.
Oh, yes, I am. Here you go. Call this number.
Oh, fantastic. I'm going to give it a call.
Hello?
Wait, what is this? We're literally right here. You didn't have to call me. It's a waste of minutes.
Well, I don't actually know anyone like that. Bye.
What is this? I'm out of here.
Super cool radio.
Well, that was a waste of my time. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 5th episode of Season 5. Before we jump into all the action, if you could, please thumbs up this video and make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way you don't miss any new episodes or interviews. Also, the best way to support this channel is to buy the shirts at threadless.com. A link is in the description. Each purchase directly supports SCR and allows us to continue to produce super cool content like this episode. I'm opening the show with new music from Bleed the Water. They are a killer 3-piece rock band from West Michigan. Recently they released an awesome new EP entitled the Maple Street Dungeon Tapes Volume 1. This EP is definitely worth a listen. To give you a sample of what to expect from the new EP, here is the first track called Just for Tonight. Enjoy!
Town. Every guy could tell something bad was going down. When she came into town, every guy could feel something bad was going down. The moon turned to blood. The sky opened up. When she came into town, she wasn't looking for a place to rest her head tonight. When she came into town, she wasn't looking for a place to rest her head tonight. She had somewhere to be. She had some work to do. Just for tonight. Just for tonight. Just for tonight. In the bar, every guy ran quick to buy a second round. When she came in the bar, every guy ran quick to buy a second round. But it would be his last. It would be his last. When she came in the bar, it wasn't liquor she was drinking, she was looking for blood. When she came in the bar, it wasn't liquor she was drinking, she was looking for blood. And a soul to steal. And a soul to steal. Just for tonight. Just for tonight. Just for tonight. She lives for tonight. She was leaving town, every guy broke down with a tear in his eye. When she was leaving town, every guy broke down with a tear in his eye. saying bye-bye and waving goodbye. Just for tonight. Just for tonight. Just for tonight. She lives for the night.
Once again, that was Just For Tonight by Bleed the Water. Please check out and support this great band out of Michigan. The Maple Street Dungeon Tapes Volume 1 is available on your favorite streaming platform right now. I encourage everyone to give it a listen. Now it is time for the monthly Mayhem Roundup, courtesy of my man DJ JC from the Brutal Block. What upcoming shows are on his radar? Let's find out.
What's up, everyone? This is DJ JC with your monthly Mayhem Roundup here on Super Cool Radio. I'm on the block, and these are the shows that we have coming up this month. First up, we have Friday, March 17th and Saturday, March 18th, St. Patrick's Day Weekend Takeover. This is going to be a 21-up event with free entry, and doors open up at 7. You can find this show at JB Love Drafts Micro Pub at 225 North 2nd Street in Harrisonburg, PA. Come out and support the bands that are going to be playing that weekend. And get ready for Goth Night, March 3rd at Rapids Theater. The doors are going to open at 6:30 p.m., $12 at the door for adults, and $15 for people under 21. You can find the show at 1711 Main Street, Niagara Falls. And the cool thing is, after show, they are going to have a paranormal investigation for $30. Check that one out. Bunker Hill Bloodbath will be playing a show at the Skylark Social Club, 2131 Central Avenue, Charlotte, NC, age 21 and up. The show starts at 8 p.m. and there is a $15 cover. Hear This Fest of 2023 is taking place. It's an all-ages show. Doors are opening at 4:30. Ticket prices are $22 and $30 at the door per night. This is taking place March 17th and March 18th of 2023, and you can buy your tickets at hearthisfest.com. Our boys in Zero King have a show coming up Saturday, March 11th at 3922 Sakar Road, Toledo, Ohio. The doors open at 6 p.m. and it is 18 or older. So this is a pre-St. Patrick's Day blowout. Come check it out with a $15 admission or purchase tickets from any of the bands on the flyer shown here. Rubble's Dive Bar will be hosting a show on March 11, 2023, and it's at 112 West Michigan Street, Mount Pleasanton, MI. This is a 21 and up show. Music will be playing from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. The cover charge is $5 at the door, and like I said, this is a 21 and up show. Live music is at Cheers, Saturday, March 18th. Showtime begins at 6 p.m. Get your tickets available at eventbrite.com. Cheers is on 103 St. Dixie Way, South Bend. The Garage Arcade Bar is having a show Saturday, March 11th. Doors are opening at 8 p.m. and the show starts at 9 p.m. There's a $5 cover, and you can find this show at 503 East Colfax Avenue in South Bend. Wolf Ticket will be playing with special guest Superbike. This next show is a 2-day event, and it's a benefit show for ovarian cancer. All proceeds go to the University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center, and it's hosted by Super Dave, 101. WJJR, Orlando's rock station. $12 in advance. Doors open at 7, and it's $15 at the door. You can find this at 6700 Aloma Avenue, Winter Park, Florida. The Hideaway presents Porno Arcade, Failure to Conform, and Elderbug. Saturday, March 25th. Doors open at 8 p.m. and the show is at 10 p.m. A $7 cover. March 21st at 7 p.m. at the Brass Mug. Love the Hate will be playing and sharing the stage with Smile Empty Soul and Tantric. And that about wraps it up for March's shows here at the Brutal Block. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you get to check out some of these shows. And if you do, let them know DJ JC sent ya. As for every Tuesday, look out at noon for new episodes of the Brutal Block. Until then, take care.
Once again, that was the monthly Mayhem Roundup presented by DJ JC from the Brutal Block. Thank you so much for putting together that great compilation. You can catch DJ JC and the Brutal Block every Tuesday at noon Eastern Time. Now it's time for the latest news and topics. Let's go! Starting off with some NASCAR news, the Guns N' Roses sponsored car, driven by Eric Jones at the Daytona 500 race, was unable to finish due to a multi-car wreck. This wreck occurred with 82 laps to go. Jones commented and said, "It looked like the 45 got turned around, but I couldn't see how it happened or how it had happened. But regardless, we spun off there on the bottom, trying to get around, and then got hit. Left side hard enough to take out the left rear and just kind of end our day." Jones added, "So it is what it is. We went out, we were racing, we were doing all we could, and we were just in the wrong spot at the wrong time. Wish we could have been a little ahead of him," concluded Jones. On Twitter, Axl Rose commented and said, "The race was exciting. Congrats to Ricky Stenhouse. Eric Jones is doing great. Sucked he got taken out. All the best to the Legacy Motor Club going forward. Thank you to everyone in NASCAR for letting us be a part of your world. It is unfortunate Eric Jones was taken out and could not complete the race. However, I think it is really neat to see a band sponsor a NASCAR. Which bands would you like to see on the side of a NASCAR vehicle? Let me know in the comments. For me personally, I'd love to see an Alice Cooper or Anthrax sponsored vehicle. Hey, you never know, it might happen." A little bit of troubling news now. Puddle of Mudd frontman Wes Scantlin was arrested for trespassing in Los Angeles. The singer allegedly showed up at an old house that he used to own and caused some drama. He even threatened the homeowner's maid. According to jail records, Scantlin was arrested on Monday, February 20th, and was taken to jail on a misdemeanor trespassing charge. Scantlin was originally held on a $1,000 bond, but was released on his own recognizance hours later. I know Wes has had some issues for the last few years, including outbursts and rants at shows, and now he's showing up on someone else's property and not leaving and threatening people. I hope he finds the help he needs so he can get into a better place. As I said, I know he's had a lot of issues, but I'm hoping he'll be able to work through them so that incidents like this don't keep happening. Alright, now for the last topic I want to cover. This has been a very hot topic that started last week with architects. They really sparked the conversation again about venue merch cuts last week. And I'm going to explain venue merch cuts real quick. This is when a venue takes a percentage of the merch sales from a band. Architects drummer Dan Surley posed the question on Twitter, "Hey bands, when are we going to go on strike and get rid of these insane venue merch cuts? Or maybe we don't play until we get a cut of the bar. Can we just get this done ASAP, please?" One fan offered a possible solution, like a $30 merch credit that can be purchased with a ticket from the band. Dan responded and said they are thinking of doing this. There is a lengthy conversation on this topic on Twitter. I'll leave a link for the rest of the conversation on Loudwire. I want to read one more tweet from Dan, then I will give my opinions. "Fans would see bigger, better shows and pay less for merchandise. Or we could keep making billionaire dollar companies richer. There's not a single band that wouldn't have their finances completely transformed if things were to change. There's no fathomable reason not to act other than empathy. And all it takes is everyone to say, no, we're not doing this anymore. You need us to exist." Dan is calling for an artist strike, and I heard other bands chiming in on this subject last week as well. I do not believe venue merch cuts is fair to the artist. They're the reason people are at the venue. The band created the artwork for the shirts, vinyl, and CDs, plus had to get the shirts and physical copies printed, which is not cheap. Then the venue takes a portion of the profits just for being the venue that hosted the show. I've also heard some people say then the band should get a portion of the alcohol sales if there's going to be venue merch cuts. That would be a fair trade-off if you ask me. Again, the reason people are at the venue is because of the bands performing. Now it's time for another edition of This Week in History. What historic events happened this week? Let's find out. On March 2nd, 2020, Public Enemy parts ways with Flavor Flav after 35 years over playing for free at a Bernie Sanders rally. After the rally, it was revealed that this was all a publicity stunt to provide commentary on misinformation. And to be very clear, Flavor Flav is still part of Public Enemy to this day. On March 3rd, 1931, Cab Calloway records Minnie the Moocher. This was the first single recorded by an African American to sell 1 million copies. As a result of the success of Minnie the Moocher, Calloway became identified with its chorus, gaining the nickname the Heidi Ho Man. On February 3rd, 1986, Metallica released their third album, Master of Puppets. Master of Puppets became thrash metal's first platinum album, and by the early 1990s, thrash metal successfully challenged and redefined mainstream heavy metal. On March 4th, 1966, John Lennon said, "We are more popular than Jesus," when referring to the Beatles. This comment sparked controversy, including album burnings and radio play boycotts. Lennon would later say, "When they started burning our records, that was a real shock." Lennon would add, "I couldn't go away knowing I created another little piece of hate in the world, so I apologized." The apology Lennon offered was not for the message he was trying to convey, but for conveying it in a way that confused its meaning. And that is all for this episode of Super Cool Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in. Any topics or news you want me to cover, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm going to end this show with an awesome song from Studio Deluxe. This song is very well written and features many incredible musicians, including Doug Kistner, Liberty DeVito, John Harrington, and Glenn Burtnick. This is Old School by Studio Deluxe. Enjoy.
Look around you, times are changing, leaving you behind. It all went your way back in the day. Now life is not so kind. You're set in your ways, wasting your days. It's just not working no more. You're stuck on that old school. Gotta change the groove. Gonna be something better than playing the same old tunes. 'Cause your story ain't over. There's still more left to do. You gotta make a move, change up the groove. What you got to lose? Stuck on that old school. Gotta change the groove. Stuck on that old school. Gotta change
Once again, that was Old School by Studio Deluxe. Please check out and support this great band. I very much enjoy their music, and I know you will as well. If you enjoyed this episode, please like this video and hit that subscribe button. I'm your host as always, Matthew Thomas. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and remember, stay frosty.